Hello, and welcome back to the continuing adventures of Sheshanaga as she treks through the dungeon. Well, last we left off, I had taken a quick detour upon completing the lair to Snake Pit to try and acquire some snake skin, and I did, and I now have, I'm not hitting the button, I now have Nargabarding, which means I have filled up every armor slot. Net armor, or net AC is up to 23 now. Still seems a little on the high side, honestly. Just really quickly gonna do a head count. I'm kind of curious where that armor is coming from. I would have expected to be a little less. So we got the base armor of 1 plus 1, that's 2. Then we've got 3 and 4. 5. 6, 7, 8. 13. Okay, so this is a big source. Oh, that's a lot more than I realized. 17. So that's about 17 AC that I can account for, I guess. But I can't account for more than that. I guess my base AC is reasonable. And the serpent skin has kept hardening as well. That's what it is. Yeah, okay, so that makes sense then. I've acquired several spells and access to several more, and I'm just overall becoming pretty powerful now, so yeah, not a whole lot else to say. Considerations, I could do a couple different things. I've been using drain tanking, by which I mean using vampiric draining at melee range while constricting things to advance. And I'm gonna go ahead and swap these around because I like the idea of Conjure Flame on its usual letter. I just picked up Conjure Flame, which is not quite spam castable. Let's throw a few points at fire to fix that. And the idea behind that is, you set up a fire, enemy steps into the fire, you constrict them on that fire while draining them. I can get a lot of DPS in now. Alright, that's enough chit chat. Let us head to the Orcish Mines. I left an exclusion on a previous floor, apparently on D10, to prevent me from accidentally running into the Orcish Mines before I was ready for it. But now the prospect of taking on 4 orcs does not scare me in the slightest, so this exclusion is no longer necessary. Let us finish the floor. I don't even care about being secretive. Let's just straight up do. You know what? Let's go ahead and pay lip service to having a strategy and put some fires in play, just to narrow the approach vectors a little bit further. They can only come at me from a few places now. Drain, and then have all of you guys beat the mummy to death, so that I don't get effect. Oh my god! I nearly killed myself trying to disarm a trap. Thank god the game warns you. Really try to disarm trap? No. We'll just eat a ration here. Good god, just... There we go. We'll run out eventually. Alright, in we go. Poison spit. Stab and strangle, stab and strangle, stab and strangle. Res. Alright, off onward. Turn on swiftness, please. Brah, kill them all. Let Sheshanaga sort them out. Okay, Eustatio. Honestly, he is a big deal and all, but Strangle will prevent his blink, and my damage is high enough to make a mockery of him. Alright, that's several more corpses at my disposal. And several more after that. Honestly, a side reason for me trickling some points at spellcasting are because I really feel like I've got a lot of spells now and poor ability to make use of all of them. It would be nice to actually have the choice as to what I want to prep. Alright, you know what? I'm just going at you guys now. Check out this elven dagger of yours. Ooh! Venom stacking. Well, this renders the Whip of Venom entirely superfluous. I'm neither trained on it in its usage, nor is it the optimal way for me to deliver that kind of damage. Let's pull. Yes, let's pull this. Swiftness seems to be up. Pull. Drain. 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 Killed and excellent. I think actually I may have gotten credited for a distraction stab there. Because that was a lot of damage to deal in a single melee attack. Alright, pull. Definitely a pull. You are strangled, and you are dead. And that was in fact a distraction stab again. A side effect that I had not considered when I was initially coming up with this, when I was initially beginning to use this particular set of tactics. Though obviously a ploy I'm quite happy for. That I do have a way, in fact, of inducing a stabbable state. The moment my mana runs out, thank God. That's the one thing that's interesting. Drain tanking is semi-sustainable one-on-one. It's fairly sustainable one-on-one against a target in terms of your health, but it isn't even kind of sustainable for your mana. You will run out very quickly. It's very mana intensive. It is not a mana efficient way to kill things. And if this was the older version of the game and spell hunger was still a thing, you would pretty much have to get it to hungerless for it to even kind of be workable. Otherwise, you'd basically have to eat every single enemy. And then when the nausea cut in, that would start to suck. Okay, you know what? As usual, I'm overestimating how important it is to have food. Or because I don't use any permafood. But it would be difficult, and we'll just leave it at that. Okay, floor is cleared. Let us try a new floor by going up here. I always do that with the attitude that you never know just how circuitous the Orcish Mines is. You might be entering a totally undone floor if you go up an un-ID'd staircase. Nope, not interested. That was the wrong button. Yeah, but you can ditch the cursed nonsense. I mean, I've already got better armor, and it's not cursed. Is that a stab? It looked like a stab. Helpless troll fails to defend, you open it like a pillowcase. Yeah, that was a stab. You know, under these new rules for stabbing and stealth, I'm curious just what other races. Probably the vampire stabber is going to be the one who got the biggest buff. Since stabbing skill's gone, but his stealthiness and his inherent stealth bonuses and his undeadness. Yeah, I can see that stabber being very efficient. Damn it, you just couldn't go one more turn without waking up, could you? Okay, I now am capable of maxing out fire resistance with armors if I know in advance that that's the plan. It's not swappable, but I would rather keep a mix of 2 fire, 1 cold than go all fire, no cold, so yeah. We're good. Why don't you guys come closer so I can, like, pull you all in? There we go. And just res, and then beat these guys up downstairs, and then res. No food, so butcher one of them. Stay out of sight until... Damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay, Erolka is a difficult case scenario because she can send me to the abyss and instantly kill me, as far as I'm concerned. On the other hand, maybe she won't. So quickly drain her to death and get out. There are no less than 3 uniques here, and I don't need to deal with all of them. If I can just make use of my stealth to get by a little less detected. I'm pretty well hidden. I'm gonna eat. Raise my... Okay, good timing. You are poisoned. I am draining and constricting you. You are dead. And we're gonna raise dead properly here so I get a zombie of him. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, that Iroka fight I totally screwed up. I didn't even think tactically correctly about her because I was mentally imagining myself playing a Spriggan or equivalent normal speed person in the old version of the game, not a pathetically slow snake in the new version, because New Abyss is mortifying compared to old one. What the hell is this gate even for? Whatever. Not my beef. Ooh, stab the stabber. I like it, I like it. And more to the point, I've also picked up several scrolls of blinking now, I think 2 on this floor alone. So theoretically I shouldn't die. I should always be able to blink line of sight further away from whatever would have killed me. Boom. Boom. Arrgh! Forward! Okay, this isn't working the way I'd hoped. Drain tank the knight. And then the whiz, and then just whatever else will give me health back. Alright. Channel all my mana back. Probably want to eat one of these guys. Not a single body, huh? A bum wrap. Berg. Several more kills. That's orc 3. No doors down from here, and already have identified all of these down. So, alright, well, time to go a floor deeper. Yeah, it's great that despite the fact that I'm very much a mage, I'm a tab fighter as well. I've got 23 AC, vicious ability to attack things, and I guess it's the stabbing that really puts me over the edge. And my fights result in me building up an army of thugs that assist me with further fighting all the more. That looks like the end point here, so let us bring these guys into position. I'm definitely going to want regen just because of the sheer number of smiters here. Go kill that thing. You're not killing anything. Go kill that thing. That's better. Yeah, presumably the guy had gone invisible and I just didn't know. Oh god, whatever is hitting me is really dealing me a lot of damage. I'm gonna run for it. Swiftness. I took 1 turn to go swiftness, and that damn near killed me. So we're gonna use that scroll of blinking like I said. There's no reason to ever die if you have blinking. Swiftness is on now, so I should be safe to do what I'm doing. Eat. Take a ration. Okay. Good. Swiftness back on, but that there are already summons waiting, so just wait, I guess. No summons waiting. Just kill this shit quickly. Got it. Get out. How bad is my health? It's fine. Incidentally, I completely forgot that I had slow metabolism put on me. It's been that much of a non-factor this whole game. And its strength +2 is actually a really good mutation too. I don't know, I may never get around to clearing this particular mutation. If I hit Lich form, then it actually becomes a meaningless mutation, just serving as a buffer against further mutating. Because the more mutations you have, the less likely you are to get another. Though that protective effect isn't really noticeable until around the 20-ish mark. And we've introduced the Potion of Beneficial Mutation in this game, so if I hit the point that I'm just farming mutations, that should be an option. Okay, so now that we've cleared out the riffraff and the entirety of this area, or sorry, the bulk of this area, let's see what I can do with my entourage. Okay. Dispel Undead will almost certainly not work against these things. They are demons, they are not undead. They are in fact quite alive. Okay, that's the Blue Death, or the Blue Devil. And I only have 1 pip of cold resist, so we're gonna have to plan a exit strategy here. Probably something that, you know, will work. Did we get the Blue Death? It looks like it disappeared and or died, which is good. I'm running out of possibilities. Perfect. Reload. 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 You'll notice that I totally skeletoned instead of zombied every one of those. Yeah, it's because I knew I was going to be pumping quite a bit of mana back. Okay. A new potion of heal wounds is no problem. New scroll of armor is no problem. As in, I would like both. I'll take a scroll of ID even, just because why not? Nothing of note. Demon Draining Trident is pretty hot for a necromancer like myself. And nothing of note. Do I have any remove curses? I only have the one. Yeah, I'll buy a second. It's cheap. And anything to identify that I care about? No. Oh, there is. Let's figure that out then. Sustainability is... Ha! Intelligence +1 is just about that useless. Okay. What I'm thinking is... just because I can, I'm going to use Heal Wounds to max out my HP. Because I've been dealing with the technical minus to hit up till now. Or not minus to hit, minus maximum HP, sorry. And it's only technical because 3 is a very small amount of rot to be dealing with, but oh well, it technically is still rot. Alright. I could have sworn I had some food here, but apparently not. I'll get regen on. Swiftness. Oh, god damn it. Anything I would stealth my way through just wakes up. And since I'm more than capable of killing things en masse in melee, I don't feel obligated to be super sneaky about anything. It's not like, you know, Spriggan Stabber style builds where you're designed specifically not to fight fairly. Alright, you know what? Go straight for the sorcerer before the summons come. That is ice off for us. And Sorcerer Hibernation! Yay! That definitely belongs on F. That's where I used to keep it. Or K, I think I've also kept it there before. It's currently a 30% fail, and it requires hexes of ice. I've already trained up fire, and oh god damn, I kept fire on longer than meant. So just turn on hexes for a little while, just see if we can't get that to workable. I don't need it to be particularly powerful, just some capability of stabbing lone foes would be pretty nice. Honestly, if I had picked it up before I did the lair, I would have made... there's a good chance my hexes now would be much higher. But instead it's like an afterthought, a novelty, not a real tactic. I made him drowsy and then I stabbed him. That was great. Okay. I would say that I'm almost done with this vid, but it's just, you know, it's almost... I'm almost clear with the Orcish Mines. So let's just clear out the Orcish Mines and then call it the quits. It isn't... I do admit the videos I'm making here are a little bit on the shorter end, but I don't know. I feel like that's okay. I feel like the content matters more than how long it takes to get through it. It's a logical division, so I divide it up that way. Oh, fuck. Okay, I shouldn't have come in here in the first place, and now there's the caravan to consider. Don't know where they are. There's several places they could be. I'm gonna guess here by the water. And then I'm going to memorize Control Teleport, if that's possible. 21% fail is very reasonable. I need to forget 4 spell levels worth of stuff to do it. We will forget Dispel Undead, because I can pick that up later very easily. Well, actually, how many do I need to forget? Yeah, I do need to forget 4. Okay. Forget, Dispel Undead, memorize, Control Teleport, cast, Control Teleport, teleport to target. Okay, and now, teleport to here. Okay, we live. That's important. We got to the bazaar. Only reason I did that is I don't want to miss the bazaar altogether, just in case. And sure enough, there are some cheap artifact weapons in here. And some cheap artifact armors as well. Let's buy both of those right off the bat. How poor am I? Oh, I'm very rich, thank God. Picking up extra curing pots is never a bad idea when you have the weight capacity for it, and I do. What does the Book of Fire offer me? Nothing I want urgently, so I will leave it be. So I guess that leaves the question of what I've bought. Let's try them all on. Do I have a remove curse in case it turns out to be a horrible idea? Yes, I do. +4 robe of Dex +5. Damn. Just damn, that's nice. And the Ichor Stained. These, on the other hand, are significantly worse. Cursed with a recurse capability and a detriment to my overall AC. So I will take them off as soon as I'm in the mood. So what are we looking at here then? In a robe, 80% fail on dispersal, which is a spell that I have virtually no training in the school of. Okay. Compare that to, in armor, thanks to my armor training, 99% fail. That's pretty darn significant. Bolt of Draining is 28% fail versus... That's not the right list. 14% fail. Finally, the AC difference, 18 versus 19. It's only one different. So the only real thing I lose is the resistance to cold. And in exchange, notice my evade goes from 5 to 7, and I get a dex buff. So yeah, this cloak, this robe is probably a good buy. So I will hang on to that for now. Let's try out the halberd. It's probably not a big deal, but we will see. There was also a quick blade in there. Oh, I would have to remove my shield. It's almost certainly not going to be worth it, but again, why not try it out? Yep, not worth it. The evocable properties on it I have inherently, so it's not that valuable to me. I'm saying that wrong. What I'm trying to say is the properties on that aren't important enough to me to justify. The properties aren't important, and since I don't like the weapon, it's no good. Take an extra scroll of remove curse, since I only have the one. Elven gloves, orcish gauntlets. What the hell? I'm still dealing with the non-enchanted variety. Good chance that one of these ends up being better than +1. Have a honeycomb. Prepare to exit. And by prepare, I mean actually prepare. So activate control teleport, wait 2 ticks, read a teleport scroll, wait a tick, leave, and just as soon as I got out, it activates. That was exactly what I was hoping for. Get me back to the door and get me out of here. And now I can do the rest of the Elven Halls on my own timetable, not just because I accidentally stepped in. Okay, what else? Ensorcelled Hibernation is good. Nothing else on this list interests me. Please drop the book. Remove Curse, I believe, was the next order of business. And then try out these new gauntlets. +1 and +1. So I have Orcish, Elven, and Dwarven. I will go with Elven. The AC of 22 total. I'm not sure, man. 23 AC, but you also get the 23 AC, but you also get a Pip of Resist Cold. Is a really, really cool bargain. There will be other sources of resistance to cold, and considering I'm a mage and that's a robe, this helps spellcasting so much it's hard to really dislike it. I'm gonna keep control teleport just because I can, which means T-Lock is gonna need some study. Or turn off hexes. Hexes is just for fun, and it's not. And right now it's competing with things that actually need to get done. All right. Oh, wait. What is that green thing by the stairs? Just money. Okay. There was another way out, I thought. There we go. Final staircase up. Sleep. Stab. How good is Ensorcelled Hibernation? Oh, I see. Yeah. So since I'm not wearing a ringmail anymore, it's now actually a reasonable percent fail. I'll take a 14%. For something I just do for fun? Yeah, god yeah. Agile! You're already distracted. The dead have risen, and they're voting Republican. Boom. I like that the stabs are punctuated by exploding sparks when I'm using the elect blade. Alrighty, that's it for going backwards. We're ready to start going forward again. Yeah, nothing else to say. So let's quickly, because I'm in a good mood, let's quickly finish off this floor, and then we'll call it the quits, and then we'll start over with the next video. We'll continue with the next video. Yeah, what's the point in stunning or in stabbing when you can just do the beatdown method? It's when you can't do the beatdown method. Drain was good. I don't know what engulf means. You cannot cast spells while unable to breathe. So I guess it means I'm being drowned by a water elemental. And part of the effect of drowning is that I can't speak? That's weird. Drain, drain. Drain you all. res what I can. Oh, charge down the yak, please. Or the centaur. Yeah, the more distance I can keep between myself and those lethal piles of hate, the better. Fighting is still pretty damn low, all things considered. House control teleport, is it back? It's 10% and under, that's good enough for me, that goes off. Turn off fighting. My health bar is huge, but my fighting skill is so low. Might as well make it higher. There's no way to do this, so let's just do it no way. Come, attack. Draining that is not a good idea. Okay. It's not susceptible to enchantments, period. Swiftness will be nice for if I need to make a hasty getaway. You know what? That vault is pretty secure. Let's just leave it be. Regen plus swiftness should get me some distance. Thing is fast as a motherfucker. There's a hill giant behind that I might blink towards if I'm not cautious. Okay, you know what? Fire. That's my answer. Just kill the damn thing. We'll worry about resource conservation some other time. Right now I don't have the tools. Five, six, seven. 7 attempts, but I did in fact manage to put it to sleep. And once asleep, it doesn't take long to kill. Oh, I didn't keep Dispel Undead in the end, so boo. I can still do this though. Set up broad-reaching fire. Oh! Okay, my broad-reaching firestorms are no. These aren't ordinary skeletons. These are skeletal warriors. Son of a bitch. So there's a new tile apparently for them now, and I just didn't recognize them. Thank God they're clustering up against my illusion. Not my illusions. My irrelevant guy. Give me a heal wounds. I just don't want to deal with this. What would be good to use against you? Yeah, right. Like that'll hit. Okay, we got one down. Swiftness should help me get away. Should help and will help are not the same thing. And that's death. I'm surprised that one of them could hit so hard. I'm actually really upset that one of them could hit so hard. What the fuck just happened to me? 11 damage isn't even close to enough. I had 32 health. You hit, you grab, you constrict. You hit, skeletal warrior is severely damaged, you constrict. Oh, that guy had a trident? The only thing I can say in my defense is I didn't recognize them. So I must have missed that he was wielding a weapon that had reach, and that's why I died. So for future reference, this is a growing pains scenario with the fact that I don't play version 0.13 or 0.12. I just don't know what half the stuff looks like, which sucks. Because instinctively you know that if you see a pack of skeletal warriors and you don't have a means of dealing with them, you run. But more importantly, you remember how I specifically unmemorized Dispel Undead? Or I specifically unmemorized Control Undead so that I would later memorize Dispel Undead. And then I removed Dispel Undead so that I could momentarily use Control Teleport. Yeah, I neglected to ever put it back on my bar. Which means at this time I have no means of dealing with undead creatures. So when they bull rushed me in a corner, I died. If I had realized just how fucked my situation was, I would have at least initiated a controlled teleport or used a blink scroll or something. But I tried to dance on the edge of 32 health, which really should have been just fine, but no, apparently one of them had a reach weapon and I just didn't know it. it may be a while before I actually decide to roll another oddball combo, because this is just frustrating. It's not like this is frustrating because I rolled a combo that I believe is not very optimal. I tried it a couple times until I found a way to make it work. I made it work, and then I lost. And the loss here feels bullshit to me because it wasn't that I made a mistake or a blunder. My strategic blunder came in several minutes ago when I forgot to put back, or no, several minutes, last video, where I forgot to put back in an important spell. But even that I had the tools to cope with, as long as the game gave me the signal that I needed to cope with it. The game didn't give me that signal because the signal is supposed to look like one thing and it looks like something else now. And that cost me everything. I am not a new player that I approach every enemy looking at it like it is a new enemy and have to really pay attention. I approach enemies thinking, alright, that's a skeleton. Well, skeletal warriors now look like ordinary skeletons, and that's just bullshit. And when they carry tridents, apparently they don't look like tridents, because fuck me, that was a reach weapon. Alright, I'm done bitching. I hope you all enjoyed watching this. I hope you all enjoyed the vid as much as I did. Okay, I hope you all enjoyed it a fair sight more than I just did. Yeah, we'll see where I go, what I do roll out later on. But for the time being, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.